So I'm bringing to you today the game called Of Knights and Ninjas. Now this was sent to me, and there's a few things I like about this game so far after playing it a bit. The first is that overall it feels kind of like the very end of Munchkin, like the only part that's fun, or at least in my opinion. In Munchkin there's all this build up, and then the fun and memorable moments come when people are fighting it out, duking it to get the victory. And that is essentially what this game is from the start, is that fun period of everyone fighting over the resources and trying to sabotage each other, and one person comes out on top. I also like, that the theme is simple, of knights and ninjas. There's castles, there's knights, there's soldiers, there's ladders, and there's catapults, and they all intermingle with each other in a way that feels like it makes sense and is easy to remember. And the last part I like about this game is every time I feel like I've discovered the game-breaking strategy, there's always some sort of counter to it. So I'll open it up, show you a little bit of what makes the game fun, and then you can see why I've come to these conclusions. All right, with it set up, I can show you a little bit of what the gameplay is like and describe the things I like about it. So the objective, everyone starts with 5 crystals, and to win, you need 10 crystals. And so you're attacking each other's kingdoms and obtaining these gems, these crystals, through each of your turns. And if at any point you have 10, you win. Now, how do you attack? Well, if I am the first player over here with red, I can use my knight and attack. And I am essentially attacking to get 3 gems. You can see that these have attack and respond on the cards. And so I can respond with my own knight and just cancel it out completely. So 3 for 3, nothing happens. Now, red player can continue attacking or end the turn. The way that the turn ends is like if I attack and they choose not to respond with a soldier, for instance, I get 2. Once gems move, the turn's over, moves on to the next person. So they draw 2. They select one person and start attacking. So the gameplay is pretty simple. You're attacking, you're defending, you're responding. Now you can do other things as well. So you can either attack on a turn, you can fortify. So this archer has a fortify card, which essentially puts up some defenses. Or you can play a special action, like this merchant here, who, if you play it, let's say I want to attack green with it. I play the merchant, I get rid of a card, so maybe I discard my ninja. And actually, I would discard a peasant probably. And then I can blindly take up to half of his cards. So if somebody's strategy is just to wait and never attack and build up other cards, that's easily thwarted. Which is one of the key things that I've been seeing, is every strategy that I think of as never attack and just build up your cards has a way to get around it and attack that specific strategy, which makes the game feel pretty balanced. So the game continues on and grows, and so some fortification examples include, let's see, there's castles, there's archers. So if green puts up a castle, then you can't attack against it. Blue and red will essentially have to fight each other, unless they have a ladder or a catapult. With a ladder, red player, for instance, would play a ladder and then now can attack as they will. And so you get through that fortification, and then maybe they use their peasants, because peasants can be put together, as many as you want, into an attack. No other card has that ability. So I'm attacking for 2 against this player, and I don't want to defend, so now maybe they're at 9 gems. They're on the verge of winning. With 10, they win, but they pass their turn, and now they're the target. And so this game kind of has these big swingy moments that feel really exciting when you're just nearing victory, and hopefully you've fortified with a castle and with an archer so that your defenses are up, or you have a princess so that if someone comes in with a dragon to attack the castle, the princess will tame the dragon. And all sorts of things. So this is a very thoughtful game where you have to kind of think ahead. When do I make my big attack? And when do I feel like I'm safe enough to do so with the right fortifications, the right cards to respond? And am I seeing other people doing that? Maybe I should be building up my own attack plan while they're attacking each other and defending. So this game is delightful. The art is really simple and interesting and very thematic in the way that, it actually plays out. It feels like you're doing the things. Ninjas get around fortifications and archers without being seen and still attacks, but can't respond. All the peasants and things don't do much damage on their own, but they can combine into one big attack. There's soldiers, which do a little more. Knights do 3 damage, kings do 4 damage, and each of them are in the deck less frequent. And if you want something that you can play with 2 to 6 players that is strategic and doesn't take too much time, this might be the game for you. So check out Of Knights and Ninjas, now on Kickstarter. If you want to check out the campaign, there'll be a link in the description below. Let me know what you think of it.